Well, hey guys, I'm here at Walmart, and in this video we're going to head on in and I'm going to show you guys some really great, basic, affordable, no-nonsense skincare products for the body. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Andrea. I'm a board-certified dermatologist, and in these videos I like to highlight basic, affordable products that can help you guys out without breaking the bank. Even the grackles are excited. They're lining up. So recently I did a video on the benefits of topical melatonin for the skin. It's an antioxidant, may help reduce oxidative stress upon exposure to environmental stressors like pollution, ultraviolet radiation. Looks like Dr. Teal's has a bath and body oil with melatonin in it. I believe this also has essential oils, which can be irritating. Some people are allergic to them, but lavender oil, does kind of have a calming effect, which is sort of what this is. This is marketed to have a soothing effect. Melatonin in products, it actually can get into the skin and help to, like I said, reduce oxidative stress. So for people who deal with hyperpigmentation on the body, fine wrinkling. Yeah, so for the visible signs of skin aging on the body, melatonin may kind of help ward off some of that and help with your body's recovery from oxidative stress. There's another body product, though, with melatonin in it that also has lavender. I don't know why they're always pairing lavender with melatonin. I guess the marketing of like a sleep product, but let me show you guys if I can find it. Here it is. It's the Gold Bond Ultimate Skin Therapy Overnight Deep Moisturizing with hyaluronic acid, melatonin, and antioxidants. This too has lavender in it, but it's got melatonin in it. So wanted to point that out. As you know, we always talk about antioxidants for the face because the face is some of the most sun exposed territory on the body, but you also have a lot of sun exposure on the rest of your body besides just your face, and like your forearms, for example, and the shins. The lower legs, too, get a lot of sun exposure, especially in women. It's a common site for skin cancers to pop up. Now, for people who are prone to breakouts on the body, a salicylic acid body wash can be helpful for acne. Just lather to the areas where you're prone to breakouts. Let it sit on the skin for a few minutes and then rinse it off, same as you would your face. However, salicylic acid body washes also can help in improving the rate of clearance of hyperpigmentation, and they can also help with that condition that tends to pop up in the more humid months, tinea versicolor. Just kind of help remove excess oils from the surface of the skin and make it a less hospitable environment for that little yeast to go on and on. Yeah, that rash, it's basically an inflammatory response to the yeast that lives in our pores. Then you can also use these benzoyl peroxide washes to acne-prone areas on the body too to control breakouts, but they're also very useful in the armpits as an armpit mask. It will help reduce the bacteria that break down your sweat and lead to body odor. It's kind of a nice way to help with body odor control and beyond just antiperspirants. All right, we're over here in the body-ish sunscreens. I have some face ones thrown in here. Now, one thing that people don't care for as far as body sunscreens is they feel greasy, and then when you're working out, sometimes if they're really heavy, it can slow down the rate of evaporation of sweat, and that can get in the way of cooling the body, and then that ends up making you feel overheated and sweat more. Now, this particular sunscreen from Coppertone, I wish it didn't have fragrance in it because fragrance can be irritating for many people, but it has a nice cooling effect. It's very lightweight, and it has SD alcohol, which the internet would have you believe that that's gonna like pickle your skin, but it's actually quite good in products like this because it allows for a fast absorbing, quick dry formula and helps with evaporation of sweat and doesn't feel greasy on the skin. This is really a good product actually. If you, like say you play tennis, this is a great option, or you do any kind of sport outside. It's not greasy at all. I really like it. I just wish it didn't have fragrance in it. Coppertone also makes this product, which is not perfect. It's a tinted body sunscreen, and it too has that kind of quick drying effect that helps keep you from getting overheated. It's got shimmer in it, which don't even get me started. That can be irritating, but this would be another option. But personally, I've used this one a lot for like running outside, and it's really good on the body. You also have the sprays. They are an option. Unfortunately, with sprays, they're more prone to skip areas. You need to do multiple passes, and then after you spray it on the skin, you actually have to rub it in. So a lot of the appeal of this is like trying to use them to help help you get your back, but you still need to rub them in. Amazon makes this lotion applicator for the back. I'll link it down below. That's a good way to kind of rub it in, or phone a friend to help you out. These products are really bad because they encourage you to stay out too long. They'll slow down the rate at which you burn because they have a low SPF.
Oh, gross.
Encourage you to stay out too long. And that's one of the reasons why in the early days of sunscreen, people ended up getting more skin cancer because they thought they were wearing a shield of armor and they stayed out too long and got too much UV exposure, which will be the case if you're pursuing a tan. You'll stay out too long. And the thing about these products is they will slow down how quickly you get a burn, so you won't have that cognitive effect of ouch. So you'll stay out too long, and then you'll have the tan which you're seeking. But unfortunately, a tan is a form of skin injury, so it's not safe to get a tan. These products, they're problematic for that reason. All right, I'm over here by the Stretch Marks products, and honestly, using a moisturizer is a possible way to help reduce the risk that you develop stretch marks, but it's kind of one of those things. You're either going to get them or you're not. I'm talking pregnancy, or if you start lifting weights and you get jacked. Or if you put on a lot of weight. Some people develop them, others do not. And the only ingredients that really are evidence-based to minimize the appearance of stretch marks while they are actively forming is going to be topical hyaluronic acid, which you can find in most moisturizers. Probably these have it, or retinol. Tretinoin is by prescription, but retinol may help as well. And possibly centella. So what's in these? We've got Palmer's cocoa butter. This is a scented moisturizer. You could also use, I'm boring. I like fragrance-free things because fragrance can be very irritating. And this one by Curel would be another option. When it comes to stretch marks, you've got to start using it early on. If you wait until the stretch marks have already formed, it's it's certainly helpful to keep using moisturizer, but these things, it's sort of a little too late. You want to start early on. And if the stretch marks are red, that's really when they're active, so that's a good time to use them too. All right, it looks like Dove came out with a boatload of body washes with salient ingredients. They've got an acne one with 1% salicylic acid. I wonder what underlies the decision to go with 1% versus the standard 2% in an acne product. I guess maybe just formulation overall. Anyways, these are all scented body washes. To what extent other active ingredients are beneficial in wash forms, I don't know. Confidence in salicylic acid, there is evidence that salicylic acid washes do help with improving acne. But like a peptide serum body wash, I think that's a stretch. Be careful of the marketing there. Peptides as ingredients, there is some evidence that they get into the skin and may help with things like hyperpigmentation, possibly improving collagen synthesis. But at any rate, they are humectants. So I don't know to what extent. This just seems like a lot of marketing to me. Likewise, hyaluronic, they're saying this is yet another reason, here I go ranting, why I hate the word serum. Now they're using serum in a body wash. It's like, that term, it's just, they slap it on everything. I guarantee one day we're going to go down the toothpaste aisle and there's going to be a toothpaste serum. You watch. Mark my words. These are more of the standard Dove body washes. Gentle exfoliating sea minerals. This has silica beads in it, I guess. If you have keratosis pilaris, a little gentle exfoliation with like a washcloth can kind of help soften those little bumps on the body. That's that rough and bumpy skin condition. You also have to balance that with not stripping your moisture barrier with overwashing. For the most part, you don't really need to use body wash on your arms and legs, especially if you have been mostly inside for the day. There's really no need to. There aren't as many oil glands and things. It just ends up leading to more water loss out of the skin. That can cause dryness and irritation, and ultimately that makes your skin a more hospitable environment for microbes to grow. It seems counterintuitive. People believe that they need to use a lot of soap there to disinfect themselves, when in reality you're just making it a more hospitable environment for pathogenic microbes. See, different body sites have different resident microflora. Like your hands, you need to be washing a lot more frequently. the palms of your hands are pretty moist. There's a high density of eccrine sweat glands. You're touching a lot more things. But the arms and legs, the local microflora there is much different. And you really don't need to be using body wash there unless you do work outside and you're in contact with dirt and stuff. I mean, it's not like it's a situational thing. Looks like Neutrogena came out with some new anti-dandruff shampoos. I was really bummed they discontinued their anti-residue shampoo, clarifying shampoo. But these are helpful for dandruff with salicylic acid. I wonder, they just have a few different percentages of salicylic acid in the shampoos. That's an interesting choice there. But yeah, that's a good ingredient for seborrheic dermatitis. Seborrheic dermatitis is dandruff on the scalp, but you can get it pretty much anywhere on the body where you have hair follicles. Like you can have seborrheic dermatitis in your armpits. You can have it in the groin area. A lot of people don't realize that. It's not just a face scalp issue. I do recommend using body wash in the armpits, the groin area. See there you have a different resident microflora, more bacteria. That's what ends up breaking down sweat, leading to body odor. So you certainly do need to use it in those areas. This is a great one, the Aveeno Restorative Skin Therapy Sulfate-Free Body Wash with oat and panthenol. $9.97. I also really like the Skin Relief body wash. This is a good one. It's free of fragrance. But I do, if you like a scent, the lavender one is also nice. This is a really good body wash for people with dry, irritated skin who still need some cleansing, like to remove like sunscreen from the body. Super gentle. $10.97. Looks like Cetaphil has some body washes. I have not tried this one. Is their dry sensitive skin. Looks promising. And they also have an acne body wash. That seems like a better value than the Neutrogena grapefruit one, $9.97, and it's got 2% salicylic acid in it. This looks like a good option here. It also has lactic acid that can help soften dry, rough skin. This would be a good body wash actually if you have keratosis pilaris. It will help soften the rough and bumpy skin. And they also have this smoothing relief body wash for rough textured skin with lactic acid and shea butter. This is like a really mild cleanser for the body, but honestly, like if you do have really dry, rough textured skin, like on the arms, the legs, the back, don't use body wash there. Just use water. I mean, unless it's visibly dirty, that's just going to contribute more to the problem. Equate's got a sensitive skin body wash here that, unfortunately, this preservative is a common allergen. But $3.47, that's a good price. Now these Olay body washes, they have one with ceramides. Again, when it comes to the marketing claims around ingredients in body washes, I have a high level of skepticism. I'm not saying they can't work, because certain, technologies and things in formulations do allow for deposition of certain ingredients on the skin, but I'm still skeptical about some of the claims. Like, this is new, body wash mousse with rose oil. They're always coming out with something. Here's Dove Sensitive Skin, hypoallergenic. This was always like the default recommendation as a body wash for people with eczema, but there's really nothing special about it. What's this? Avena moisturizing lotion. $6.74. Does this have, here, let's see if we can find one. It doesn't have the ingredients covered. This does have fragrance, but it doesn't have methyl isothiazolinone in it. That's a pretty good value there. What is this? Gorilla Snot Gel? Is this a body care product? What is going on here? Is this for the hair? I don't know what that is, you guys. I have no words. Okay, interesting. A collapsible foot bath. But what this made me think of is if you happen to get a splinter on the bottom of your foot this summer, or I don't know, they're really miserable. But be careful in terms of trying to dig it out with tweezers. You can actually end up driving it further into the skin, making it stay there longer. And if you are immunocompromised or have diabetes, it can cause problems. But one tip, if you do get a splinter, is to soak your feet in some warm water, because the soles of the feet, the stratum corneum will get really hydrated, soft, and kind of open up a bit. And sometimes the splinter will just extrude on its own from doing that. Walmart did not disappoint in the body care section. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you're into this style of video, on the end slate, I'm going to put my most recent video where I shop in Walgreens and point out great products to use with retinol. So definitely check that out. But if you like this one, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. And as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.